Hello everybody. So today we are going to discuss this question. This is called uncrossed lines. So let's see this. So in this question we are given two array A and B and we are supposed to connect the lines for the matching elements. So there are two conditions. The elements should be same and the line should not intersect. So like this, these are two arrays. So 1 can be connected to 1, 4 can be connected to 4, 5 can be connected to 5. But if we try to connect 2 with 2, then the line will get intersect. So we don't do that. Okay. So basically what we are doing is we are getting the longest common pattern in both the arrays. And that should have same order as given in the array. So can we say that this is a question of longest common subsequence? Yes, it is. So let's try to figure out for a smaller question. So let's try to figure out for a smaller example. Like for 124 and 142, how can we find out the longest common subsequence? So can we compare all the subsequences and find the longest one? So let's try to analyze this with the matrix. So here is our matrix. I have taken 1 to 4 in the rows and 142 in the columns. So we are saying we have seen this square. In this we got 1 and 1. So in 1 and 1 we have one common element, obviously 1. So we write 1 here. In this square we got 1 2 and 1. The only common element is 1, so we write down 1 here. In this we have one common element, so we write down 1. In this also we have one common element, 1, so we write 1. In this square 1 and 142 we have one common element, 1, so we write 1 here. In this 1 2 and 1 4 we have one common element, 1, so we write 1 here. In this 1 2 4 and 1 4 we have two common elements, 1 and 4, so we write 2 here. So can we notice a pattern? So what we are doing is when we are getting equal elements in both, like either here we got 4 and here we got 4, then we are adding one value to the previous one. Like here also we got 1 and 1, so we took the previous value 0 and add 1 to it. And otherwise if we are not getting same element like 2 and 1, so what we are doing is we are seeing the previous elements and taking the maximum of it. Like here we have 0 and 1, the maximum is 1, so we took 1. Like here 2 and 4 are not equal, so we see previous elements 1 and 1, the maximum is 1, so we took 1. So I think we can draw a conclusion that if our elements are equal, then our grid will be the previous element plus 1. But if it is not equal, then our grid will be maximum of the previous two adjacent elements. So let's see it further. So here 1 2 and 142 we have two common elements, but these are 1 and 2. So we write 2 here. Now in this we have two common we have 2 and 4. They are not equal. So what will we do is we will see previous elements and see if they are what is the maximum. So for 2 and 2 the maximum is 2, so we took 2 and write it down. So now and this is called dynamic programming because we have stored the value of everything we have done before. But DP is nothing different, it is just an approach. So if we say that we have to find now what common subsequence we get, so how can we find out that? By this value we know that we have maximum length 2, but what is the value of that longest common subsequence? So how can we find out that? We see here how we get this 2. We get this 2 either from the upper or from the left portion. So let's go to upper portion. We get this 2 from here, then this 2 from this one, and this one from this 0. So whenever we change the direction, we got a new element, and that new element is the part of our subsequence. So we got two elements and that's our subsequence, 1 and 4. Now see if we get to the left of the 2, not the upper one, so we got this pattern. So here we change element, here also we change the direction two times, So we got 1 and 2 as our subsequence. So we got two subsequence, either we can take 1 or 4 or we can take 1 or 2. So let's try to write the code in a C++. So here I have taken n function max uncrossed lines and taken a and b as two different vectors. Then m and n are the size of these two vectors. Then I have taken another vector that is called dp, and it have the size of m plus 1 and n plus 1. We iterated in our dp and we implement these conditions and return dp mn. So here we can see it in Python also. So this is our function. Then we have taken default dictionary. You can also use list of lists, or then I have taken the length as m and n and iterated in the loop, and we have given the condition and return dp mn. So I hope this is clear now. You can ask me any question. Thank you for watching.